What is up, everybody? It is I, Aura Expert, and today we have ourselves an account review. We are on Fra, aka Ivory's account, and going into it, we have a little bit of info, obviously, that he's been playing since the around DK Melly drop. So before, after, somewhere in that time gap when he dropped. So it's been a few years, like two, almost 3 years, I think. And he's a hoarding, but he's not hoarding for the sake of hoarding. From the way he puts it, he was hoarding for Gowther, who, at the time of me recording this, he has been out for a while now. So I assume he's already built his Gowther. That's my assumption. And finally, he wants help with just teams in general because he's missing out on a lot of good characters, apparently. Like, probably a lot of festivals, a lot of URs, a lot of actual, like, usable mandatory characters, apparently. So, with that out of the way, it looks like we're going into a semi-decent account here today. So let's see what we got. And of course, we have to start off with the mandatory guessing game here. He said he's been playing since DK Melly. He didn't say he's been playing on and off. He said he's been playing like just playing. So I'm gonna assume like an average player. He probably logged in a few times a week, did his dailies, and that's my assumption here. So with that going, I'm gonna assume he's at like 9 mil. My guess is gonna be something close to, let me get more specific. I'll give him 9.4. I think 9.4 is a nice little bargaining chip. So if I'm right, you get it a 10 out of 10 out of combat class. And if I'm wrong, well, it'll go down based off of that. But 9.4 seems about reasonable. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we're working with. He's at 6.2? 6.2. Well, shit. Fuck me sideways, I guess. 6.2. So if you've been playing since DK Melly and you're 6.2, that means you're definitely, I wouldn't even say an average player. You play when you remember the game exists, I guess. Because 6 mil in like 2 years, almost 3, is kind of crazy. That's not great. It's not great. So starting off is not looking too hot. For CC, I'll give you a 6. I think that's respectable. Respectable. I'll give you a 6 mil for that one. So let's go ahead and move on here. Whew. So DK Melly or DK Zeldris is your representative hero. He's got the drip. He's got the aura. Okay, we like it. It's been a while since I've seen this goat. Look at him. I don't know. I just like his animation. He is just a pretty cool, sleek character. So, okay, let's go ahead and get to it then. Let's start at the bottom, shall we? And you do have your Gowther. So, with that being said, I expect you to not have a lot of resources. So, hopefully your storage is empty, or empty-esque. Because you said, specifically, you were hoarding for Gowther. So we'll see that when we get to your storage. Let's start at the bottom and work our way up, obviously. Let's see what you are missing first off. Holy shit! That's a lot of characters. Okay, I see why you're 6 mil now. It's not because of lack of building characters, it's the lack of characters themselves. I guess 9 was kind of gracious, huh? 9 was definitely too high to guess, because he did say you were missing a lot of characters. 9 mil, yeah, I probably fucked up on that one. So I'm actually going to go back and fix this, actually. I gave you a 6 for combat class. I'm going to raise it up to a 7 for, I think that's on me. I want to say that's on me. I expected a higher CC because you said 2 years, but I genuinely forgot that you said you are missing a crucial amount of characters. So yeah, now that I'm looking at it, you are missing a fuck ton of characters. So let's go ahead and get through it, I guess. Let's go to view all. I guess I'll look at collapse later, actually. But you're missing, let's see, anyone important you're missing though? You're missing Hendrickson? That's crazy, I've never seen that before. But anyone truly important, the Zenaries and Jennas, sure. The newest Easton, Blue Valenti, Camilla, everyone else is kind of like if you have them, you have them. If you don't, you're not missing out. The new Bond, Eliotis, the new Liz, I guess, and Escanor, the green one. So realistically, you're not missing anyone detrimental except for Bond. He's like the only character you met is like borderline mandatory. Everyone else is like if you have them, you have them. You don't, you don't. Eliotis is also in that category, but I don't think you need him or her or them for the humans or demons anymore, actually. Tristan just replaced them completely. So you're not
too bad on the wanted characters list. Okay, and then when it comes to your SSR characters, you still have a lot to go. Like, oh, granted, they're all fodder. No one of relevance here. But working on that is always a plus. So, let's see. At least you don't have any SRs or R characters. So, that's actually pretty good on you. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at your gear then. Let's see if you're doing something right. So far, so good though. So far, from what I've seen, which isn't much, you're doing pretty well. You don't have gears on your low-end characters. That's okay. You'll get there eventually. You're only at 6 mil after all. And then you don't have gear on like any of your low-end characters. And speaking of which, let me actually go back down to the bottom. Of these low-end characters, you need to be building characters like, let's see here. The Blue Freyr, I guess, if you really need them. The Blue King as well, for LR purposes. Everyone else seems to be like fodderized characters. But we'll see what we got when we get there. Double defense on Vitoria, GG, or Philo. Yeah, that's tough. But you have like no gear, homie. Holy, 6 mil and your entire box is ungeared. It's crazy work. I think you have HP on Boulder. Okay. From what he did say though, he said the Discord's been helping him out a little bit with like fixing his box and stuff like that. So I imagine the higher we get, the better it's gonna look. But right now he's just not farming his gear, which is fine. It happens. But he definitely needs to lock in here eventually. Because if he had his whole gearbox geared, he probably would be at 7 mil. But yeah, it is what it is. But so far, everything's looking... Whoa. Why is Nazian's attack defense? I mean, I get it. I know why, because you don't have the gear. But I think you do actually have the gear. Let me see here. Like, you have a HP bracelet, you have HP belt, you have a HP ring, you have HP rune. Yeah, make him HP defense. He's not an attack type. Like, switch that off of him at some point. Honestly, no. I'm gonna just do that for you now. You don't need attack on Nazians. I don't know why he has attack. So let's go ahead and just switch that over now. Like, yeah, you can use that attack gear for somebody else that needs it, bro. Definitely is not this man. So let's go ahead and fix you up there. Boom, easily better. CC might have dropped, but you don't even have the character built anyway. You're not worried about it. Anything else crazy here? We have attack crit green Scotty. That's fine. Attack defense on Gelda is horribly misleading. Red Geld is an HP scaling character, but you don't have the gear. So it makes sense to have it there, I guess, for placement gear, but not really. Everything else looks fine. Everyone's HP defense, attack crit on the characters who need... What? What? Why is hell double crit damage? What happened here? Huh? What? Nigga, I thought you said the Discord was helping you. I feel like this should have been fixed a long time ago. What is this? What am I looking at here? Why is she double crit damage attack? What the fuck, nigga? Whose is this? Demon King? Okay. So, where's the other hell? You don't even own... No, you have her. She's somewhere. What is this? Why is this? And how is this? How did you do this? And she's 5'4", 4'6", bro? How are you 4'6" and you don't know how to build a character? Oh, wow. Okay. So, let me keep going here. Because there's not a lot to go off of. That hell gear gotta go. Everything else looks fine. Except for Escanor. Escanor no one cares about though. And Freyr, you'll get there. Or Freya, you'll get there eventually. So, box, perfectly fine. It makes sense. You have a lot of placement gear. But your placement gear is also the set that you need it to be. So, gear-wise, this isn't horrible. This hell is terrible, though. What the fuck crack were you smoking? You have the other hell. So, here's what I'm gonna do. Here, let me actually go to the other hell. Literally. Cause what the fuck meth were you smoking, Jet? Let's see here. Okay, actually, I can't do it like this. Let me do it again. Let me reset, right? This gotta go. It just does. No. Whoever the fuck gave you that gear, purge them. Purge them, unfriend them, block them, and if you did it to yourself, you deserve a hate crime. But, no. Let's just fix that. If you want to run attack crit, run attack crit. But do it properly. Because, like, what the fuck were you running? I don't know. So, you already have the attack crit you are, so you might as well commit, like, deadass. So, let's give her the right fucking set. Attack crit, not double crit damage. And then for your extra crit damage, let's just give that to the other hell. Because same named characters and whatnot. You have a defense. You had a defense ring. You had a defense ring. That's fine, I guess. It's not. It's actually not. No, it's not. Because you want your middle pieces to be defense. So actually, this is fucking useless. All three of these gotta get unengraved. These are dead ass useless. Because realistically, you want her to be HP defense because she's outdated. You're not using her anymore. So HP defense this character. This is fine to put on her, but you really should just unengrave this. Just unengrave this. It's pointless. It's pointless. Just unengrave it. Don't put it back on your hell. Just unengrave it. And then give her HP defense, if anything. And put it in the same slots as that one. Or if you want to make her HP defense, you gotta remove everything you've ever done for this character. Either way, no. So let's see your Gowther. Since you said you were saving up for him, he's at 100 SA6, Affinity 4. That's it. I see. I understand. What about equipment? HP defense maxed out. What about the rolls? They're all self-statted up. Okay. And then what about the cosmetics? Are you chilling here? Doing good enough. Okay. Let's sort by... Oh, that's already sorted by combat class actually. So let's see it here. 66.9 and then 74.4 on your God Melly. That's not bad. Your Tristan is low though. He seems really low. I don't know. That might just be me. And he's 2'6". Good for you. All right, let's look at the... Before I continue, actually, I want to see if you have your Beatrice. So let's go ahead and head over to the blues. And I don't think you have ReZero because you started recently. So yeah, you don't have Beatrice, and that's just fine. Okay, back on track though. Let's sort by old levels here. I want to see what you're cooking up here. You have, let's see, no 6'6" LRs. And the 6'6" characters you do have are terrible, except for, I mean, they're not terrible. That's not true. Magelda and Tarmiel are really good. They're still usable to this day. Everyone else is just fodder. You got 5'6" Demon King. Crazy work, G. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty good. Everything else seems pretty casual, standard stuff. 4'6" Thor, 4'6" Hell. The other 4'6" Hell, 4'6" Demon King. Yeah, your box is chilling. And then, was that a 2'6" Gowther? Is that 2'6" Gowther? Oh, fucking, ooh, I hate you. I hate you. You son of a bitch. I need that. Okay. The box is fine. So, let's go ahead and... I think we can just push past this. Because there's really not a lot going on here. AKA, you're doing well. Like, your characters are properly geared now. And, like, there's no real problems here. Because there's nothing to really fix because you don't have anything to fix it with, if that makes any sense. So, gear, it's fine. The characters you're missing, they're not that detrimental, so you should be able to clear a lot of content. Like, most of these characters aren't even PvE based that you're missing. Like, legit. Like, let's see, PvE wise, are any of these characters actually usable? Valentine Elaine, that's about it. You have Blue Esterosa, so you don't need the red one. Bond is still good in PvE. Red Droll, I guess Liz, but not really. Pelgard is decent, but they're not usable. You can use anyone else. Camilla is decent, but again, you don't need her. Like, the Blue Valenti is mandatory. Blue Valenti is like the only PvE character you genuinely need that you don't have. So your Ratatoskr is gonna be fun. And then, like, yeah, everyone else is not necessary. So genuinely, you should be able to clear a lot of content, or if not all content. You have the characters, you just have to build them. So yeah, let's go ahead and wrap that up here. Beatrice, you don't have her, so that's gonna be a 0 for Beatrice. Units wise, you're not missing that many crazy units. I'm gonna be real. You said you were missing a good amount of good units. Not really. You're missing like units that can be easily replaceable in 2026, and I think you have the units to replace them anyway. So genuinely speaking, your units are fine. You're only missing, like, genuinely, Bon and Eliotis. Everyone else is, and then Valenti. Bon, Eliotis, Valenti. Everyone else you're missing, irrelevant. So for units, I'll give you a solid 8. I think, and no, I guess collabs are a thing too. I forgot to look at that, huh? Let me not get too hasty here. Let me look at your collabs. So you only have Shield Hero and Tower of God. That's fine. And let's view all. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you only have those two. And you don't, like, none of the Shield Heroes are useful except for Kizuna for Demon King. Fitoria is good for Ratatoskr, but you don't have your... You can still run this though. You can run Fitoria and Gowther. Funny enough. Yeah, you're missing a lot of random, like, the collab characters. So yeah, let's go ahead and wrap that up and put it to a solid, because the 8 is kind of high considering you're missing on the collabs, like all of them, and then the ones you have aren't that important. So I'm gonna give you a 6 for units. It seems kind of low, but genuinely speaking, a lot of the collab units are really good in PvE, and they're like really dated in a sense. So yeah, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and give you a 6 for that. So let's go ahead and continue on. What's your constellation at? You get 1 point per constellation, and you're in the 4th one, so you get 4 points per constellation, and that's not bad at all. So let's look at your teams here. Let's see exactly what you're doing here. Your PvP team, you're running demons still. I doubt you're winning, and you're running LRLs in the back. That's not a bad idea for like Gowther and stuff. If you go first, you might be able to win. I don't think you're beating a Sin. Well, guess it's the only one to find out, right? But yeah, your PvP team, yeah, you do that. Ragnarok, okay. I'm assuming this is for like Hero Arena because Thor's in the back line, and you don't have a real sub-slot character. So I'm assuming you set these up for Hero Arena purposes. But the Ragnarok team is fine. This works. Goddesses are, yep. I would not use her. I would use literally any other goddess than LR Liz for a goddess team. Just use like Margaret or literally Tarmio. LR Liz, low-key kind of not it. Affinity, yeah, that's fine. Do what you want. 70S team. So yeah, you don't have the Bond. You don't have the Eliotis, so your Sins team is gonna be shite. But you do have LR Gowther now, so you don't need him. But since you also don't have a good line of extra Sins, you're probably gonna put Gowther here, LR Gowther, and then yeah, sure, God Melly, I guess, because you don't really have any other options. But yeah, God Melly, sure. Testing, okay, whatever that means, you go for it. Humans, okay. Blank, empty, okay. Rag again. It's the same team, but Tyr instead of Thor. Sure, go for it. Empty, empty, empty. Hero Arena. This works perfectly fine. You just triple AoE. Gelda, Demon King, Tristan. Everything should die. And you're at 301, so yeah, you should be able to clear Hero Arena really easy with that team. I wouldn't replace anyone here either. This is a pretty good team. I use this team sometimes. Unless you want to use God Melly. Because God Melly is slightly better. You would AoE with Demon King, AoE with Tristan, and then AoE with God Melly. But it's up to you. They are interchangeable. Yep, Skull team. This works perfectly fine. 278. Done. Yeah, this team is fine. This should work, especially if you have Tyr's Relic, which you don't. So you don't have Tyr's Relic. Do you have Thor's? Because if you have Thor's Relic, she's infinitely better than Tyr. And you do. Yeah, just run Thor. She's infinitely better than Tyr with no Relic. Just run Thor. And then Hero Arena 3. And again, just switch out your Gowther for LR Gowther. But for Hero Arena purposes, I would recommend using Blue Assault Melee over this one, which you do have Blue Assault Meliodas. He is actually way better on the team because you don't have a taunt. So genuinely speaking, use this one instead. Your CC dropped, yes, but you know, you can move gear if you want, but he is genuinely better on this team than God Melly. I'm gonna be so real. And then use LR Gowther and you'll be fine. And then yeah, the teams. So your teams are fine. A lot of them are empty. So, but the teams themselves are fine. I will say, I would recommend making teams for different content, special dungeon, farming teams, and stuff like that. You don't have those, so you should probably make those at some point. So that's fine and dandy, I guess. Let's keep going here. Your red demons are fine. Your gray demons, that works. Your AI is probably terrible, but this works. That works, yeah. That's Lightbond is sketchy, but he works too. You don't have Sung Jinwoo, I guess, so the Nazi's comp is kind of weird for you. And then you're running goddesses for OG Demon. Why? Why are we running goddesses? Like, I get it, Tristan works, but OG Demon has a passive that he takes 80% less damage to goddesses, and he does 80% more damage to goddesses. So why are we running goddesses? And you have Kizuna, so you can run the meta team. I mean, you don't have Milim or LR Melly from what I saw, right? Do you have LR Melly? No, you don't. You only have Milim. Like, you don't have either. But you can easily run a better team than this. If you want to run Tristan, just run demons. Run Tristan, Gelda, and Demon King. Or Tristan, Gelda, Kizuna. Or Tristan, like, Gelda is better than this entire team combined. I would switch the goddesses off. And Endura, you can't do it. But yeah, good luck. So overall, your teams are okay. Other than this original demon one, your teams are fine. They do the job just well. And then you just need more teams for PvE stuff. So I'm gonna give you a 7 for teams, because your teams aren't bad, nor are they incorrect, you know. But you do have one like cop. Yeah, it's fine. You get a 7. I don't need to explain the miscellaneous nonsense of it all. So yeah, this team's fun. Let's go to PvP now with the big ol' ore farming DK. It's taking me to geared. We'll see how that goes. Let's see here. So you're in champ 5, so you get your 5 points here. Yeah, this is probably the best team you can run, genuinely. You got 1 of 3. How? You can run the Nashi in the back too for doing more damage with Escanor's talent. You should probably run the Nashi, because with Gowther, you shouldn't really be at threat of dying, especially if you go first. But I guess your health might be higher CC than your Nanashi, so it is what it is. But yeah, champ 5, you get 5 points there. And then for geared, it was taking me to geared, so I assume you play it. Gold 4. Okay, that's 1 point for geared there. So let's go ahead and give you your 6 points for PvP. Your champ 5 and gold 4. So that means you actually play it to some extent. All right, and now let's move on to your storage. And as you said, you were hoarding for Gowther. So now that Gowther's built, I don't expect much, but storage is storage. It all rates the same. Doesn't matter what you have. So I expect very little. 163 or 170 is already cooked. Yeah, your storage isn't even maxed out. So yeah, you're not gonna have a lot here to begin with. Yeah, OG Demon Mats. It's probably like all you have. You got some TAs, but don't use them. They're not worth it. 15 coins, 7 pendants, 2 UR like equipment pieces basically. No 5-star stones, no skill. Yeah, you're fucking dirt poor. And then you have a fuckload of 3 stars. Trade them up. Trade them up. I don't know why you still have them. Trade them up. Trade all of your blue stones up to 5 stars. You don't need them. You're not building R gear. You're not building SR gear. Just trade them up for SSR 5-star equipment. And oh my god, you have 0? That's basically 0. That's not even an equipment piece. I think the cheapest one is like 100. So you literally have 0 enhanced stones. That is tragic. Okay. No food. That is crazy. Nah, actually that's crazy. I've never seen food this empty in my life. There's always like miscellaneous shit here. You don't even have ingredients, my nigga. What? Homie's never run food in PvP in his life. That's crazy work. I'm gonna be real. 1 use items, a lot of stamina pots, that's cool. And then a lot of miscellaneous garbage in the labyrinth box, which is like whatever. Yeah, your inventory is fucking cooked. Like this is a dead whale. And see, here's the thing about storage, right? Because usually it's rated 10 being you have nothing in your storage and that's for a good reason. 0 being you have so much shit in your storage it makes no sense why your box is bad. But this storage is very unique in a sense because not only do you have nothing, but you stored nothing at the same time. So genuinely speaking, you need to be farming more. Like you have nothing. Granted, this account is fine. There's nothing wrong with the account inherently. You have your characters, you have the appropriate characters, so you can do most of the content in the game, except for Retalisker. Well, you can, but fuck the Ragnarok team, who cares? You can do 99% of the content in the game. You just have to do like a weird struggle bus to get there, because you don't farm equipment, you don't farm ingredients, you don't farm anything. You need to farm, brother. You need to get that rake and go get that crop. Like, you're not doing much. And I get it, you just farmed a lot for LR Gowther, but that's just one character, and you still have nothing in your inventory, like genuinely. You need to farm more, literally. Like, you actually need to farm more. So that being said, I'm gonna give this storage like a 3, because I can't give it a 5, because the reason you have no storage isn't because you're building units, it's because you just don't farm enough. And I'm not saying this to say like, yeah, you need to put more hours in the game and shit like that. Like, no. Most of the stuff that you can farm that you're missing specifically, ingredients, gear, you can AFK farm that, bro. Just leave the game on your phone overnight or something. You don't need to put time into the game to farm. Like, that's what you need to be, because you don't have fucking anything here. Because technically it's a good thing, but it's also just not. Like, you're the reverse psychology of it all. It's very weird indeed. So I'm gonna give you a 3 for storage. I'm gonna be real. The storage is lacking heavily. And that's what's slowing down this account as a whole. You need to farm, period, point blank. You have nothing. And then last but not least, we'll get on to the miscellaneous tier. But before I do that, I need to preface that I need to add, or I need to remember to look at how many days logged in. So how many days do you have logged in? 314. So you don't even have a full year's worth of play. And you've logged in for a month straight, which is good. That's really good. Keep it up. But yeah, you haven't even played for a year yet, and you've had an account since DK Melee. Yeah, you need to play the game more. You need to farm. I'm gonna be real. So miscellaneously, let's get on to that. He wants to know what teams to run, or like what viable teams he can do, since apparently he's struggling with the content. So for this one, he's just gonna get the 1 point out the gate because that's the only thing he needs, and I guarantee his teams are probably all funky. So we're gonna give him the 1 point there, and then we're going to look at all of his PvE content. First off, let's look at the guild here. Okay, solid, nothing crazy. But let's go ahead and look at all the PvE content you got going on here. Final boss doesn't matter. Labyrinth, I'm pretty sure you've done it already, hopefully. It's 40 drims. Yeah, you're in the rift. Oh, you died? Okay, shit. I can't get out of this, huh? Oh, well, it killed it. Oh, well, you're not gonna kill it anyway. You'll be fine. SP dungeon. Let's see what we got going on here. You haven't even done SP dungeon. Like, yeah, you don't farm. You don't farm. I'll use 1 key, but you need to farm, G. I'll use 3 because I forgot. This video isn't going up the day I'm recording it. It's going up like 3 or 4 days later. But you need to farm. You don't do that apparently. So let's see here. Like, those teams don't matter. You don't have a gold farm team. You need a gold farm team. So I guess what I can do for you here is make you a gold farm team. So let's go ahead and do that. This empty one, is this the first empty one? I want to go to the first one that says empty. Okay, empty. This empty is now going to be your gold farm. And with it, gold farm is real simple. You just need 3 characters. You need Hell and Tier. And then you already have Escanarellan. So just put Hell on, and then put Tier. Red one. You don't have the relic, but that's fine. Use D3. Probably gonna need to build up Tier though to make this work efficiently. No sub slot. No sub slot. Don't put anyone in the 4th slot. But let's just give you your wings just because he's gonna need my L because he has fucking nothing. Give him Sariel because he can't take my L, and just give her whatever. You'll be fine. But this is gonna be your gold farm team, so you should probably utilize that, which aka means build them up. Everything else is probably the same for books and enhanced stones as well. So that's nothing crazy there. Patrols, you haven't logged in, I think, so I'll do your patrols for you. Alright, and then let's go ahead and back out. Claim your patrol here. Help you out a little bit. Boss battles, we've already seen your teams are fine. Demon King, I'm curious. Are you doing, which difficulty are you doing? Red, green, blue. This isn't a bad team, but Scold is low-key terrible for DK. Like, low-key, she's horrible. So let me see here. Let me look at your demons. Cause you don't have fucking LR Cusack, so you can't run the demon team actually. You're probably better off running Balder than Scold. Cause the thing with Scold is that she's good, but her team to make her good for DK battle is just super RNG dependent, and you end up getting fucked over on the DK battle more than winning it in like 2 turns. Like, what's the recommended teams here? Like, you don't, what the fuck? People are running Purgatory Bond? Now these recommended teams are cooked. Like, yeah, this team is really good if you had LR Cusack, but you don't. And then team, I mean, sure. Dude, these teams are like all kinds of weird. I mean, you can run it, I guess. So your Sin team is fine, but this first team needs help. You don't have Juvio Grace, you don't have Albedo, so you might have to run the Balder comp, but you even have Hawk and Oslo build. I doubt it because the count itself is kind of slow. But yeah, Green Hawk Oslo, Balder, and then Freyr and Nanashi. Okay, I'm typing and nothing's coming up. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Let me just go down now. You have Nanashi. Your Balder isn't built, but you can build him. You need that Green Hawk Oslo and then Freyr. Do you have Red Freyr? Yeah, you do. Do you have his relic? You do. So yeah, that team will be low-key better than Skull. Skull is just too finicky. But that's just me. I'm not gonna change it because if you like it and the team works for you, don't change it. Obviously, do what you want. But I just recommend switching to Balder. So if you need a better team, I will give you the Balder team again if you need remembrance, and we'll walk you through it in Discord. So yeah, their demon team's fine. Just need to build them up a little bit. Not head battle doesn't matter. Let's go to your creature nest here. What are you running? First, let's look at your holy relics. So I didn't really look at it. 7, 5, 4, 5, 1. So you don't really do demonic beast. Okay. This team works. Sure. It's not bad. You can do floors 1 to 3. You should be able to do floor 4 with Tier. But you don't have his relic, so I recommend switching Tier off, honestly. If you want to run these 3, that's fine, but Tier is low-key slacking. You're better off running like hell, but I mean, you should be able to do floor 4 with this team. It's not my expertise, because I don't run this team specifically. I use Trader Melly and Xion, but you don't have Xion, so you can't do that. So this team should work for floor 4. You have 3 of the 4 mandatory characters. Eekthanier, this is the best team for Deer. No ifs, ands, or buts. You just gotta make it work. Literally. So this team is already good. You just have to learn the gimmicks and stuff. Like, this is the floor 4 team. Skull and Hottie, you do whatever the fuck you want. So, this team works perfectly fine. Needhogger. Running Scold and Needhogger is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, run Goddesses, bro. Run Goddesses. Like, yeah, even Tristan, which I wouldn't even recommend Tristan, but you have him. Run Goddesses, bro. Like, deadass. Why are we running Scold? Like, Scold's down here, sure, I guess, but, like, don't run Scold, please. It's just gonna make your life harder than it is, because now you're basing yourself off a team that tries to bypass gimmicks. Just run the Goddesses, bro. Keep it simple. I'm not gonna switch it for you, but just do Goddesses, bro. And then Ratatoskr, you literally can't do. You can with the Ragnarok team, I guess. You just don't have Blue Valenti. So let's see here. What is it recommending here? I'm curious if you could have... Oh, this is a recommended team. What the fuck? Probably for like floor 1 and 2? That's crazy. That is nasty work. Yeah, you're better off running a Ragnarok team for this one. Like, deadass. The Goddess team is ass. But Ragnarok team is way better off and they're more immortal. So I recommend switching to this Skuld setup right here. Or, I mean, Escanor Merlin does a lot of fucking damage, so you can run them too. But the Skuld Ragnarok team works really well for floor 1 and 2. Floor 3, not so much. Same with this Tristan Mael shit. That's not working for floor 3. And then, yeah, everything else is kind of like, eh. They got some random ass ragtag teams here. Holy hell. That's wild. I never even thought to look at those. Yeah, those teams are gross. I'm not gonna lie. So if you want to run it, I guess, bro. But no, it's not good. It's not a good team. Run Skuld instead. And then PvP, you're fine. 3v doesn't matter. Do you do Train Grotto? Yep, because you don't play the game. This makes perfect sense. Play the fucking game. Go farm. And then everything else is, yeah, it's just kind of free eats at that point. So, like, genuinely speaking, this account's not bad. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. Your account's fine. Just farm more, bro. That's literally all you need to do, and your account will be cruising. Just farm more. Build more characters more faster. Instead of saving for a certain character, build these characters up. And realistically, you have majority of the mandatory PvE. You're only missing literally one. So you should be in a better place than where you are right now. I don't know why you're not. It's kind of confusing, low-key. But no, you need to farm. That's literally your major flaw. So overall, the points that you got throughout this review was 34. It's not great, but it's not horrible either. You're lower than the last one, that's for sure. Because there's just a lot of stuff you're not doing. And the storage killed you point-wise, because like you should not be empty on everything. You need to be farming. And that's the most crucial part of the game. So, that out of the way, I will see y'all in the next video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want an account review, join the Discord. It's not that fucking complicated. It is what it is, though. We don't read. As a community, we just don't read. So, that being said, I will see you on the next video. Peace, and have a wonderful day.